King Charles jokes about Camilla during Easter Sunday walk in Windsor. The king, who was diagnosed with cancer in January, appeared at St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle in his most important public appearance since his diagnosis. Attending church services with the Queen, King Charles was overheard joking about his wife, Queen Camilla, while out for a walk on Easter Sunday. Hello viewers. Welcome to Royal Updates. Please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell so you will be updated on any news about the British royal family. The king, who was diagnosed with cancer in January, attended a service with the Queen at St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle, his most important public appearance since his diagnosis. After the service, Charles shook hands with those who had gathered for a surprise tour of the castle and said, "It's very brave of you to stand out here in the cold." He greeted well-wishers. "Your Majesty, Camilla is now 17 years old, my King Charles Spaniel." "Your Majesty, Camilla is now 17 years old, my King Charles Spaniel." The king then turned to a woman in the crowd and joked, "I'll buy a new one, too." It was made as he greeted a crowd outside, where several members of the public commented on the king's performance. Henry Wood, an independent wine merchant from Basingstoke, Hampshire, also attended. Charles attended the service at George's Chapel and said he seemed to be doing well. "It was a wonderful Easter service, and I really enjoyed it. It was good to see the king in a good mood and the whole family in a good mood, as if nothing had happened. Obviously, it was his first performance in a while, so I think people wanted to see him for that reason. He seemed fine today, he was in great spirits, and from what I've heard, he's fine, so it's very refreshing." Of the national anthem, he said, "I think it was a proud moment. It was the first time I was allowed to sing this song in the King's chambers." Kate, the Prince of Wales, and her children Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis celebrated Easter together as a family. Because of this, he was absent from the Easter service. As they adjust to the diagnosis, King Charles made a surprising move at Easter service, saying he was doing the best he can during cancer treatment. King Charles led the royal family to the annual Easter service at Windsor Castle today in his most significant appearance yet since announcing he was undergoing treatment for cancer. Full of excitement, King Charles appeared at the end of the royal family's traditional Easter service. The monarch, along with Queen Camilla and several other royal family members, joked that he should stay strong despite cancer treatment. "I was encouraged to fly. This morning, one day after being diagnosed with cancer, he attended his annual Easter service at St. George's Chapel." The event concluded with a surprise walk-through to greet a small group of well-wishers who had gathered at Windsor Castle. Earlier, the king smiled and waved to the small crowd as he and his wife Camilla arrived for the service by car, wearing green Anna Valentine coat dresses and Philip Tracy hats. Minutes earlier, Princess Anne had appeared with her husband Lieutenant General Tim Lawrence, Prince Andrew, and her surprisingly ex-wife Sarah Ferguson, as well as the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, Edward and Sophie, and their son James.